Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Face oils are the fastest growing segment in our skincare routine. Sales of facial oils are going up and up year in, year out. And I think a lot of this has been driven by online content creators proclaiming facial oils to be the cure-all for anything anti-aging related. There seems to be an awful lot of misinformation that isn't really backed up by any robust science. And I honestly think that's a shame, because when we hear headlines like, forget the botox, invest in this particular oil, or this oil can lead to 4 times more collagen, things like that, it just is really confusing and can lead to disappointment when ultimately you don't get those results. However, I've trawled through so much in the way of studies and scientific research, and there are 2 clinically proven, data-driven and science-backed skincare oils which can actually deliver meaningful firming and lifting to the skin. And we're going to talk about both of these in today's video, so sit back, relax, let's talk the best anti-aging facial oils. So in today's video, I hope to make it super simple to select the right facial oil for your individual skin's needs. We are spoiled for choice when it comes to the availability of different facial oils, so it's really important that we understand what each one can do and ultimately choose the ones that are going to deliver maximum benefit. I'm a huge advocate for making skincare accessible and affordable, breaking down each topic to hopefully make it as simple as possible and keeping those recommendations drugstore and affordable. So if you appreciate this style of content, make sure to let me know by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. As I said earlier, there's a lot of misinformation doing the rounds when it comes to facial oil, and by liking this video, it'll just help increase its reach so we can counter some of that. Because the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So just from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you for watching, engaging, and liking the videos that I create on my channel. It genuinely means the world to me. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So when it comes to selecting a facial oil for your skincare routine, it can seem overwhelming. Hundreds of different oils, lots of different brands formulating with them, and of course a lot of marketing and bold claims to go alongside them. In truth, if you read any of the scientific papers and studies into facial oil, there are only 2 which have shown a meaningful difference and benefit when it comes to anti-aging, and that's castor oil and bakuchiol oil, and we're going to focus on those 2 today. Whilst all the other facial oils on the market might have great benefits in terms of hydration, restoring barrier health, none of them are actually proven to deliver an anti-aging benefit like castor oil and bakuchiol oil can. And that's why I think it's really keen, if we're using our facial oil primarily for targeting aging, increasing firmness and elasticity in the skin, you need to make sure you're using the right facial oil to achieve that. And hopefully in today's video, that's where I can lend a hand and make it super simple to choose. So first up, let's talk castor oil. So castor oil has been around for decades. It's been used for the longest time in skincare routines, and it actually has a whole host of great benefits that come with it. Lots of people like to use it internally for its beneficial nutritional value. Others will use it on their hair, use it on their eyelashes and brows, because again, studies show just how beneficial it can be in terms of hair growth. However, when it comes to studies primarily on the use of castor oil in anti-aging, they're showing really promising results. I think the reason why it's so beneficial for anti-aging is one of the main components of castor oil is something called ricinoleic acid. Ricinoleic acid is a fatty acid which actually forms a good component and a good proportion of our skin's overall makeup, and the levels of ricinoleic acid in the skin dip like that as we age, and we can actually replenish them by using castor oil as part of our skincare routine. Replacing things that naturally diminish as we age is a great way of countering anti-aging, and ricinoleic acid is a key fatty acid that we can definitely do if we use castor oil as part of our skincare. It also has some great anti-inflammatory benefits too. Castor oil has been studied for its anti-inflammatory properties for a good 10 or 20 years, and lots of studies show that at the margins it can have a really great impact. It pairs really well with all our other actives, so if you're somebody that's using maybe tretinoin, a high-strength antioxidant, you might be using a high-potency exfoliant. These are things that can cause inflammation in the skin. Using a castor oil alongside them can actually offset some of those side effects, reduce that inflammation, and just mean that we can actually use higher potency actives whilst getting fewer side effects as a result, which to me is win-win-win, ding, 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 and is another element of why castor oil is so beneficial as part of your anti-aging skincare routine. Castor oil also has a good portion of vitamin E within it. And vitamin E is a potent antioxidant. It's also a skin conditioner. So if you're somebody that wants smoother skin as a result of your skincare routine, then absolutely castor oil will deliver that dose of vitamin E, which can help to achieve that whilst fighting off free radicals, which can lead to premature aging. It really is a comprehensive oil that can deliver a whole lot of benefit, but I feel you need to know how to use it in order to deliver the maximum benefit. Castor oil used neat on the skin is something that I know people do out there. I was watching a video, one of my favorite content creators, Chris Gibson, who is really the person that got me into the use of facial oils in the first place. So I'll link his channel down in the description box below if you want to watch more on topics like this. But he actually recommends using castor oil neat on the skin, which can work if you have very dry skin, but I find it doesn't sink in properly and can feel a bit like you're wearing a mask. So I actually like to mix my castor oil with other oils in order to thin it through. Now, you can absolutely do that by just choosing your favorite carrier oil. One of mine would be rosehip seed oil. But I actually find you can shop brands which use castor oil and have already done the work in terms of thinning it through with other beneficial oils. And one of my personal favorites is the Q&A Skincare Superfood Facial Oil. This has castor oil in it, but it also has jojoba oil in it, which is great for hydrating the skin and can also help just thin it through for a more pleasant application. This is also super inexpensive. It's like £8. I actually got mine on TikTok Shop and I think I paid £6 for it. You can get it in Holland and Barrett where I think it's like £8. They might even do it in Tesco if you're shopping from within the UK. But I'll leave a load of links to where you can get this down in the description box below. I'll leave some international links, no matter where you're watching this from, you'll be able to get your hands on it. But I think this is a really inexpensive way of getting a blended castor oil treatment that's going to give a really enjoyable application, but still harness the benefits of that castor oil with some great hydrating properties of jojoba too. It's like an all-in-one hero product. Now, when it comes to just using neat castor oil, you know, if you just want it and want to mix it yourself, then I always go with the Kitsch brand, which has served me well for years. I love the fact it's cold pressed. I love the way that they treat the castor oil. They preserve it to maximize its benefits, which is great. And again, it's super inexpensive. I also love it because it comes with a little spoolie too. So if you wanted to, you know, work it through the brows, through the lashes, through the hairline to increase hair density, which as I said is another benefit of castor oil, it's really easy to do with this one because they throw in a free spoolie to help you achieve that. So what's not to love? Like I say, whether you choose to mix it yourself at home or go with something like the Q&A serum that's already pre-mixed, castor oil is the best anti-aging facial oil on skincare planet Earth, and there's lots of data and studies to show just how effective it is. Then come on to Bakuchil oil. Now, there aren't as many studies into this because it is a newer facial oil that's finding its way into skincare. However, Bakuchil has been used for years and people often refer to it as a natural alternative to retinol. I don't like that term because retinol is natural, and also I don't think it's an alternative. I think it's something that can be used alongside. So the reason that Bakuchil oil is so effective for anti-aging is it actually works on the receptors in the skin which trigger an increase in collagen production. So it works in a similar way to retinol, but it's generally less sensitizing on the skin and comes with fewer side effects. I would actually recommend using Bakuchil, whether in oil form or serum form, alongside your retinoid, be it retinol, retinal, tretinoin, whatever you're using. Use Bakuchil as a complement to it rather than in the place of, because that's where I think you get those real next level results. If you're somebody that cannot tolerate retinoids because your skin is too sensitive, you can use a Bakuchil oil in the place of it. In that case, you'll still get some great results. But for me, it's about using alongside rather than in the place of. The great news is as the popularity of Bakuchil oil grows, so does the availability of different serums and different forms. And I'll actually leave a selection of my favorite brands that formulate with Bakuchil oil down in the description box below. I won't highlight any particular one because some are harder to get in certain countries. So it really will depend where in the world you live as to which one you can access. But I'll leave a range down there of really good options so you can see which are available in your individual country or territory, and then you can buy the one that's easiest to get. But yeah, Bakuchil oil is proven to have a beneficial retinol-like response in terms of the skin, but I would recommend using it alongside your retinol or retinoid rather than in the place of if you want to get those absolute maximum results. So in today's video, hopefully I've been able to demonstrate that when it comes to facial oils and anti-aging, there are really only two that you should should be using Bakuchil oil and castor oil. Both fantastic for different reasons, and I think could be a great addition to an existing anti-aging skincare routine. But don't worry, if your favorite facial oil isn't included in these two, it doesn't mean that it's not working. It's probably adding a whole host of other benefits to your skincare routine. Hydration, barrier support, calming and soothing. It's just not proven to deliver anti-aging benefits. And we all have different things that we're looking to target with our routines. And if anti-aging is your number one goal and reversing the signs that you've accumulated, castor oil or bakuchiol are going to be the natural best friends that fit part of that routine. I would love to know what your own experiences are with either of these two oils or with facial oils in general. So drop me a comment down in the comment section below, because my favorite time of any day is reading and responding to your comments. So just thank you so much. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.